Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all how to make homemade egg fried rice, better than the takeaway, very quick meal for lunch or for dinner. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start cooking the rice in the rice cooker. Now, the rice that I'm using for this fried rice is Royal Umbrella Thai Jasmine rice. The rice makes a huge difference in this meal, okay? So it's really important to get the rice right. It's a kind of like a sticky rice. It's not a long grain rice. And so I'm just going to show you this is what it should look like. It's not single rice, like it's quite sticky a little bit. The rice makes a difference, so please do make sure you get this type of rice. So moving on to the ingredients. I'm going to use a scotch bonnet. Us Nigerians, we call it rodo. This is to make it really spicy because I love my food really spicy. Then I'm going to use some spring onions or salad onions, whatever you call them, and I'm going to use some onions, and I'm going to use 1 egg. You can use 2 eggs if you want more egg in your meal, but I'm just going to go with 1. Then you would need a stir-fry oil. This makes a huge difference in the aroma, also in the taste. This is from Tesco. And then you would need soy sauce. This is the Pearl River Bridge. This one is the best one, so try as much as you can to get this one. And then you would need some Maggi. Equivalent to this would be salt, but you know, Nigerians, we stick to our Maggi. Moving on to the cooking process. So I'm just going to heat up the pan with some stir-fry oil. Make sure the oil is not too small because we need to consider frying the egg. If the oil is too small, the egg is just going to stick to the pan and you don't want that. So we make sure the oil is heated up and then we add some scotch bonnet into it. You want the spiciness to be in the oil so it can get all over the food. So that's why we're frying the scotch bonnet first. If you don't want to add any spices to your food, then you can obviously skip this process and start frying your onion. So once the scotch bonnet is fried enough, I'm going to add my onion in there. I don't like my onions to be brown, so I just kind of heat them up quickly. And then after that, I'm just going to break the egg in there. When you're breaking the egg, break the egg in the middle of the pan because you want the egg to be fried. Also, I'm just going to touch that yolk because for me, it's very important that that yolk is cooked. Once the egg is in the pan, don't touch the egg yet. You want it to cook a little bit before you start spreading it around the pan. If you spread it immediately after breaking it, it's just going to be really tiny and you're not even going to see any egg at the end of the meal. So you just want to move around the pan a little bit so we can still see traces of egg. And then after that, I'm going to add my spring onions in there as well. Let that cook a little bit. You still want the nutrition to be inside these vegetables, so you don't want to overcook them. Then I'm adding Maggi in there. If you don't have Maggi, you can add salt as well. Just make sure it's not too much, just tiny, not too much. Now I'm going to pour the rice in. When you're putting the rice in, put the rice in the middle of the pan and then put the Maggi or the salt on top of the rice. Just on the rice only because the rice is the only one that hasn't been seasoned yet. Everything else has. And then you start stirring it around. So once I'm satisfied, I'm going to add my soy sauce in there. A little bit goes a long way, so just pour it in bit by bit. And I'm going to keep stirring it around and I'm going to allow that to cook for like a minute or 2. And that is pretty much it. It's so simple, so quick, and trust me, it tastes so good. So you might want to add a bit of protein just like I did. So I just topped it up with some chicken satay. That's what's on top of the meal. And that's it, everyone. I hope you try this out.